What's the difference?
Well, that one's got a stretcher on it. That's something else. That's the one you got to grab a hold of the tack strip and pull.
Oh, we don't want that one then. Well, it says for new carpet, but does that matter? I guess you can still use it for existing carpet.
Yeah.
Huh?
I have a utility now.
This is a carpet cutter. It's only $2. I say we get this.
Okay.
Might come in
What's
handy.
$2 more?
Oh. You think we need that? What in the world are we doing today? What is our little house or home project that we're working on? And I'm going to show you here just in a second. I think I showed you a clip in the store of everything we got, but just real quick, I got a little pair of these safety glasses for me for when I'm weed eating, and a little pair of work gloves also for me because mine are horrible. And then we got this little carpet cutter that is probably going to help us with our project today. We're not sure, but it was only $2, so we went ahead and got it. And then carpet installer, it's called a knee kicker. So in our hallway, this carpet that we have in here is probably about 6, maybe 7 years old. And it's really kind of time for us to get new carpet because of the way we walk in and through our house right here. It just gets really wore out. But until we can do that, I don't want to do it right now just because we're about to be upon the holidays and all the things. So in the meantime, we have some wrinkles in our carpet in our hallway. Let me turn the camera around and show you. So there's Cinder. So here's one that's right outside of Elizabeth's door. And it's not terrible, but it's still enough that I want to try to, what are you doing? She's been scratching at the door and the floor and got stuff everywhere. But as you go down our hallway, you will see close down here by our bedroom, there is a really big wrinkle right here. Like almost enough to trip you if you don't pay attention. So I really want to try to get this wrinkle out and that one down there by Elizabeth's door if we can. So what that means is we first have to move this cabinet right here. I was going to clean out and declutter this cabinet anyway. I just was not going to do that today, but it looks like it's going to be one of those days that I'm going to go ahead and just do it anyway. Since we need to move this, I might as well just go ahead and take everything out, take it to the living room, go through stuff, declutter that stuff, get out what we're, get out what we don't need or are not using, all that kind of stuff. And then he will have room to try to get this wrinkle out. Now let me say this. We have no clue what we are doing. We just watched a couple of YouTube videos, and so we are not trying to do like a tutorial here. We are just showing y'all a home project that I've wanted to get done for probably several months and just have not had the time to do it. So today is the day. Like I said, this is not a how-to tutorial, but just I guess a little motivation to try to get something done at your house if it's a small little project, which I'm afraid this is going to end up being a larger project than we anticipated. But like I told my husband, we don't know until we just get in there and start trying to do it. And we really don't want to pay somebody to come out and just stretch the 2 wrinkles out of the carpet in our hallway, especially if I'm wanting to replace it this spring or next summer. So anyway, next spring or summer. So anyway, we're going to try to do it ourselves. I've honestly thought about pulling the carpet up in the hallway and laying the flooring that's the same as like in Elizabeth's room and in my office. But I don't know. We will see what we get into here. That this may end up being a whole mess of something, and it may be very easy. We're thinking we might have to pull the carpet up around the tack strips all the way up and down the hallway. But then he said he's afraid to really pull and stretch, especially that first wrinkle, because we do have so many doorways in the hallway to think about. He doesn't want it to be like off in the doorways, if that makes sense. So like if he stretches it, he doesn't want there to be a gap in some of the doorways because he had to stretch it. I had to switch hands. But anyway, I don't know. This is just something that I want to have done, especially before all the holidays kick in. So we're just going to try it. I mean, the worst that can happen is we have to end up ripping up that carpet and laying down some pill and stick floor like in the other 2 rooms. So that won't happen today, but I mean, eventually if we just can't get it to work, that's what I'll end up doing, because I was wanting to do that anyway before I got new carpet. So anyway, let me quit talking. I've showed y'all kind of the things that we got. So we're gonna start cleaning that cabinet out so he can move that out of the way. And then we will, I say we, like I'm gonna be his support, and he will do it. He went to put on some pants, he said, so he could like kick that knee kicker thing and stretch that carpet. So this is gonna be interesting. Anyway, let's go. Okay, I just laid me out some baskets because I have a lot of sheets, a lot of books, a lot of games. So I'm going to try to keep everything kind of categorized. It will make it a little easier for me to kind of go through things, I think, if they're all in separate baskets, like each category. All right, first thing I'm going to do is get this stuff off the top. Just put this in my office real quick. A lot of games. Let me get these books out of here. We have way too many sheets. Like we have a huge stash of sheets that I need to go through. I only have like 1 or 2 sets for my bed, but then we have like a million other sets that we really don't need. Here's some curtains. I don't even keep curtains in here. This is just an extra basket of goodies for the babies and kiddos, like if they leave an outfit or something over here. And it holds extra diapers and all that. And this is a whole thing of games. So I'm going to take these in here. More books. Now some of these books are like keepsake books. Some of them are like from other family members and stuff. Like I know this one's from my Aunt Kathy. And one of these is from my mama. So it's very precious. Like we will not get rid of that. Yeah, like this one's addressed to Elizabeth before I ever had her. Different things like that. So some of these are just very special keepsakes. More sheets. Okay, hopefully y'all can see. I want to empty these drawers because this bottom one is super heavy, and this is where a lot of like papers and notebooks and a lot of stuff like that is that we used in Elizabeth's school stuff. So I'm going to start adding all that to this basket here. And she can kind of help me go through some of this because, I mean, she's in college now. So, you know, you don't need as much as you did when you were in, like, high school and stuff. So much of her stuff is online. And then I have, like, some old notebooks and some old planners. And they just have a lot of different phone numbers and information like that. And I usually keep those for several years before I chunk them. Alright, and yeah, look at, this is just all notebook paper. I don't think we need this much notebook paper anymore. Just books. Oh, an old computer. Wow. More paper. More notebooks, graphing paper, all the things she needed for certain classes. Algebra calculators. Construction paper folders, just tons of stuff. Alright, and this is all just a bunch of construction paper. And then that's it. That's everything, I think. No, it's not. I have a whole nother drawer that I can't even open. Oh, Richard, ridiculous. Okay. Yeah, it's full of sheets. Way too many. I don't even know whose bed these go to, but okay, so I know these are Christmas sheets that go on the guest bed. Mercy, mercy. And Elizabeth only likes the bottom sheet. So anytime she gets a new set of bed sheets, she only wants to use the bottom sheet. She does not use like the flat sheet. She only uses the fitted sheet. So there's that. Now he'll be able to move this and get this out of the hallway. This is some just project pieces. I know when we were, you know, when I was painting and doing the office, we talked about putting these threshold plates down on Elizabeth's door and that one, but we decided to wait because you have to put concrete screws because we're on a slab, and we knew, or I knew, that we wanted to work on I wanted to do this carpet wrinkle first, and I knew we would probably have to, you know, pull up some of these carpet pieces off the tack strip, off the tacks, whatever those strips are called. And I didn't want to be having him drill into the cement if we were just going to have to pull it right back up to do this carpet project. So that's why we kind of held off and waited on that. So hopefully after we get done with all this, we can put those threshold pieces down. Fingers crossed. So here's some of the stuff that we're dealing with here. I'm going to start carrying this to the living room, because if I carry stuff to the living room and like put it in front of my fireplace, I will deal with it. Like, I will not let it sit there more than a day or two, because I do not like for it to just be all out of place, especially in my living room. I like for it to be presentable and clean and neat and all the things. And so anytime I'm cleaning out a room or doing anything, a lot of times I'll carry it to the living room, because I know that I will get to it straight away and I won't put it off and leave it there. I'm going to take these in the living room where I can start going through them, you know, one by one, while he's kind of working on some of the carpet stuff that he might not need my help with. So let's start moving these to the living room. Okay, I just want to share with y'all, because I just reminded myself that I got this American Girl doll, y'all. They're like $130 a piece now. And I got this one at our local Goodwill probably 3 or 4 years ago for $1.99. And it came with a complete tennis outfit. I don't know who did that. That wasn't on there when I originally got it, but it is an American Girl doll outfit. And it came complete with shoes and everything she needs her hair brushed. But $1.99, y'all. This is why you do not underestimate the thrift stores, even the Goodwills. Okay, she is out of here. There's that big old wrinkle. Alright, just laid it down in there. I'm going to clean it good before we move anything back. So. Okay, y'all. I don't even know how many more places in my house do I have to go through and declutter. It seems like every time I think I'm done, there is another place to go through. So, but let's see. I have my master bedroom closet and jewelry and dresser drawers and all of that, and then our bathroom. But I do not want to even touch or start our master bathroom makeover. Because we're putting new flooring down in there, new light fixtures, all that. I do not even want to start that until I am finished with the rest of the house. I think that is my motivation to get all of this done, because I've kind of told myself, you are not starting that project, or I've told myself that I can't start that project. Like, I'm not giving myself permission to start that project until I am finished decluttering, kind of doing all the other small little things that I want to do before the holidays. Of course, there are big things that I want to do and have done, but those are things that I cannot personally do on my own. We will have to hire them done, like our ceilings, and I want to repaint the whole living room and down the hall. But I also don't want to do that until next spring and summer, because I want to do that and then get new carpet. So I want to have the ceilings done, and then I want to paint everything that I want to finish painting, and then get new carpet. So those are 3 major things. And I can do the painting for sure, but those other two things will have to be hard done. But there's just kind of an order I want to go in, because if we're going to be getting our ceilings done, that's going to be all over our carpet. Even though they drape things and do all that. And then I want to paint our walls. So there's a chance some of that could get on the floor, even though you put stuff down. So then get the new carpet once we're kind of finished with some of those other little projects. But anyway, here I am just kind of putting off decluttering this stuff. So I'm going to start doing that while he's gathering some of the tools and things that he needs. And I just pray that this works and that we do not create a harder and more prolonged project than we anticipated. Y'all. Okay, so I'm not going to just show y'all a play-by-play of everything I've got in each basket and what I'm keeping and what I'm not, because that's how I did in the kitchen. I just don't think it's necessary to, sorry, that's my Ring notification going off on my phone in the background. But I just don't think it's necessary to film all of that for y'all. Y'all kind of get the gist of things. This is how it looks before. Got all the sheets and bedding stuff there. And then I've got, you know, like I told y'all back there, just books, office supplies, games, all that kind of stuff around here. It kind of gives you a before picture of what all of this looks like. And then I'll show y'all what all I decluttered, and that I'm going to let my girls go through, and maybe the kids, because there's probably some games that I'm going to get rid of that we just never play with. There's certain ones we play with while they're here, and then some of them never get touched. Oh, and I did want to show y'all, I'll just show y'all that later. So anyway, here's your before clip again. Okay, because we did watch a couple of videos, and Larry said he thinks what he's going to do first and try to see if it'll work is just kind of undo one corner and then try to do the knee kicker and just see how much of this it pulls out. We really don't want to have to undo all of these all the way down. There goes Cinder. We're going to see what it'll do here, and if it even, maybe it might pull a little bit of this out. But these are kind of the spots where he's worried about if he pulls and kicks it this way too much, will it leave like a little bit of a gap right there? I don't know. So that's where we just don't have any experience, and we're about to find out.
Okay. That's as far as I'm going for that.
I'm gonna take a minute to dust this and clean it really good while I have it in here. And wait until we're all done before we send it back. But I can get to the bottom, the very bottom of this a lot easier with it turned like this. I'm gonna get all the dust and spider webs off. Okay, and I may regret doing this after I do it, but I'm gonna try it anyway. I'm gonna put a towel down and I'm gonna try to iron this, what's left of this little wrinkle, because I just wonder if it's kind of still in like that, just because it's so used to being pinched up. So here it is right here, can probably see. So I just wonder if I can relax it a little bit with the iron. I don't know if this is going to do anything, or if I'm about to burn a hole in my carpet, but we're gonna see. That wrinkle that's up by Elizabeth's door, I don't know if we're going to be able to do anything with that, because we really have nowhere to move the wrinkle out unless we, and it was not budging all the way down here. We don't want to go try to do that all the way down the hall and undo, you know, all the doorways. But yeah, so I don't know what we're going to do. So I'm going to see if this relaxes this wrinkle any, and if it does, I might just try it on that one just to see if it, you know, will lay it down any. We're going to, you know, like I said, I guess I should look. I mean, it's helping a little bit. See, here's where it was. Here's where I've ironed it, and it looks almost flat now. And here's where I really haven't. So we're gonna try it on this end too. So I'm trying to do a comparison. It's actually helping a little bit.
Hey, Mimi.
Hey, baby.
Liz is here.
Oh, okay. Let Mimi get her, you want to take her bag and stuff?
Yeah.
Okay, on the kitchen table, there is a beach towel. It's black and it's white, and there's her bag. Can you take that to her? Thank you.
Okay.
It's a towel and a bag, okay?
Okay.
Cinder, this is hot, and I get back. So I just want to kind of put my weight on this a little bit too. So here's where I've ironed. Here's where I have not ironed. And it does seem to be, I don't know, helping a little bit. I don't know if y'all can even tell, but okay. I can tell, like right here now it's flat. I mean, that's just the carpet fluffing up. But then this is not. And I don't know if it'll just spring back after I iron it or what, but it's not hurting anything. So we're gonna just keep going. I have my iron setting on cotton. I wonder if I should change that. Okay, so here's an after of that one wrinkle. I do believe it's better. We could not get it completely out, but it is better. That's all you can ask. I mean, we are not professionals. We didn't know what we were doing, but at least we did try. But yeah, we just don't have that knee kicker thing. It's just, you need something different, especially for a hallway, because every time we would, or I say we, every time Larry would kick it and we would get it pulled, well, you almost have to let go to try to kick another spot. And even though we would try to put it back on the tack strips, it just, okay, y'all, we are just not professionals. That's all I'm going to say. We did the best we could. Well, hello, Cinder. She wants to make an appearance for everybody. But it is much better, and I'm glad that we did try it. That I forget how much that piece was. It was not expensive at all, and now we'll have it if we need to do, you know, something else like that. But yeah, at least we're not tripping on it like we were before, because it was a lot worse than this, as y'all saw. And could you move out of the shot, please? But it is definitely better. Now let me show y'all what I kind of did down here. I cleaned so much stuff out of here, but I just moved a basket here that has, what do I have in this? I don't even know. Oh, it just has like a lot of doilies and little napkins and different things like that. I moved that primitive looking picture there from my guest room. Let me try to get over here where it's not as bad of a glare. There we go. This was in the guest room, but I really like it here at the end of the hall, especially with this little green lamp that I got at Target. So anyway, that's just how that's looking up there. Then in this cabinet, this is just how it looks now. So in this thing here is where I have all of the games. And some of y'all might be wondering what I did. All of these games, I bought these zipper, like they're big, not Ziploc, they're not Ziploc brand, but they're just like a gigantic bag with a zipper, almost like a gigantic pencil pouch or something. But I cut up the boards, the boxes, excuse me, to a lot of these games and kept like the front part, or the part that had the instructions, and slid that down in the front so that you could see what game it was. And then a lot of just like the Sorry and Candyland, different games like that, they will slide right down in these bags and you see all the little pieces in there. And they're just all in this bag. They take up a lot less space than just having all of the boxes. I know that some people probably like keeping their boxes and all the things. I was able to create a lot more space in here by doing this. The kids, they've actually been in here since I've cleaned this out, playing with it and all. But I normally have them, you know, like this kind of filed where they can look through and see what game they want and all that. So that's definitely an idea for you if you're trying to clean some things out, get them organized and all the things with your games. If you just have an abundance of games or even puzzles, like if you have an abundance of games or even puzzles, I don't have an abundance of puzzles, so I'm not gonna move these around to do that. But all those boxes that I had in here, I was trying to see if y'all could even see how many bags I have. Let me try. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think 7 or maybe 7 or 8. I think there may be one more back there. So that is 7 or 8 like board games that are about the size of Sorry, and they're all fit in this one little spot. I don't think I would have been able to get 7 or 8 boxes right there, if that just gives you an idea of how much difference in space I was able to save. So anyway, I was saying that you could, you know, even use that for puzzles, you know, cut off the part that you would look at to do your puzzle and all, and even put them in there if you wanted to. But so up here I just have a few Christmas puzzles, because if I'm ever going to do a puzzle, it's only going to be around those times of year. I'm just not a big puzzle person, but my husband does like to put them together sometimes. So anyway, I do have a few games over here that are still in their boxes. Ticket to Ride, and then Uno. And the reason this Uno, it's in just one of these right here, is because it has like a big machine kind of thing with it. And then of course some dominoes, and I have one game kind of slid back there. And on down here, this is a basket that I keep for, I call it lost and found for the family. Or just things that if the kids need extra clothes or anything like that, if they leave it here, I'll stick it in there. And then this is, what is this? Okay, this is just some more of the kids' little toys. That's all like little pet shop stuff. That's just blocks. I was able to eliminate a lot of my sheets and narrow it down to just the ones we use. So that's this drawer, and this is all like standard size pillowcases. I put this basket in here because sometimes somebody will ask, especially if they're somebody spending the night or something and they want to get a fresh pillowcase. My husband might say, where's just a regular size pillowcase? And I can tell him top drawer, black basket. Whereas before they were all mixed up and he would, you know, have to pull this out and that out, and it was just a mess. So anyway, this is for king size stuff, which is our bed. I have this set of sheets that I got at Sam's. I do have a blue and white florally looking pattern that I got at Target. I just put that on my bed this morning, and I put the other ones in there that I bought for fall. They're in the washing machine right now. So I'm about to get busy out in the yard, and I knew I would not want to come in here and put sheets on after doing all that. So I went ahead and just stripped sheets and put one of my backup pair directly on the bed, so the bed would be freshly made and clean when we come back. So yes, this is another area in my house that I can check off my list, and I'm one step closer to working on my master bathroom, because I've told y'all that before. I want to have every area of my room touched and cleaned out before I start that project, and I'm almost there. So yeah, there's that wrinkle again. I'm trying to just give y'all another good look. It's still there, but it is better. How many times have I said that? I wanted to show y'all this one here by Elizabeth's bedroom. We could not get that one really to budge. So anyway, be sure and come back. Tomorrow's video, we have another little home project, and then I cleaned out my bathroom, and I'm going to give you a little tour of my guest bathroom, how I decorated it for fall, and kind of how I'm organizing things in there. So anyway, we hope y'all have a wonderful evening. We love y'all, and I'll see you tomorrow with a brand new video.